Hello and welcome to the GiANT onboarding video. If you're watching this video, then it means you're an administrator on a GiANT account or you're getting ready to be. And so this video is for you. It will show you exactly how to get started, get signed up, put your people on so that you can have your team start to assess and grow through our platform. So the very first thing you'll need to do is go to giant.tv and sign up for an account. Now, if you're working with anyone who has a connection with GiANT, for instance, if there is a guide or a consultant who has given you a code to use, go ahead and use that. And the reason you want to is because it will connect you to that person. They'll be your expert going forward. So we want to make sure that your account is connected to them. So for instance, if you have, let's say you're using my sign up, it would be giant.tv and then then your representative's name. So mine would be Tracy Rader, or if you're working with Jessica Rimmer or Kevin DeShazo, whoever it is, make sure that it's the / and then their name. That way it will connect you to them. Now, once you've done that, you want to come in and you don't want to log in yet. You don't have an account yet. If you do, go ahead and log in. But if you don't have an account yet, go ahead and sign up for an account. You're going to put in your name, your email, which role best describes you, how big your company is, how many people. Then you'll want to make sure you use a password that you can remember, and then you create an account. All right, now from there, you want to make sure that you have the correct subscriptions. So let me go somewhere else here. If you come up here to the upper left-hand corner, drop down, and everyone in the world, anyone in the world can get a free Ascend account. This is our free content that anyone is allowed to have. You will automatically get this when you sign up. But if you are going to sign up your entire organization or part of your organization and you want to use our Teams subscription, that is called Invincible. It's the second one down. Invincible is all Teams related. So if you've not purchased that yet, go ahead down here to purchase products. Now you'll be given some options. Let me go ahead and log in on this account. All right, so if you're in the upper left-hand corner and you drop down, you will see Discover All Products. Come to the upper left-hand corner, Ascend, and go down to Purchase Products. All right, come up, go to the upper left-hand corner drop-down menu where it says Ascend and go all the way down to Purchase Products. Now you'll see the free version, which you already have, that's Ascend. There's a pro version for so go to the upper left-hand corner drop-down menu, what that says Ascend. Go all the way down to Purchase Products, and you'll see some options here. The free option, which is what you already have, Ascend. Pro is for coaches and consultants. But for you, organizations, for organizations business, this is for teams and organizations that want to build a better culture. You'll see you would have the option of getting Ascend, Invincible, or Creator. I'll explain those in a moment, but go ahead and get started with the blue tab. Now you're going to want to put in your company name. So let's call it A Company for now. Whatever your company name is, put it there. Choose your role again. I'm going to say I'm an HR professional. And then this is important. So at the beginning, when you set up the account, we ask you how large your organization was. So let's say you had 500 people in your organization and you chose 500. This is more specific to how many people you are going to put on the platform now. So if you aren't going to put all 500 yet, don't click 500 on this because it will charge you for 500. If let's say you're only going to start out with 51 to 100 people for now, you would click that. Or let's say you're going to begin with a small team of 6 to 10 people and later you're going to add more. For now, just click 6 to 10 people if that's all you're going to start with. Press continue and it will start to show you pricing. Look on the left-hand side. It's showing that that amount of people, 6 to 10, is $179 a month for Invincible and $179 a month for Creator. Now, Creator is our app that you can purchase on top of Invincible where you can actually white label our platform for yourself. So in other words, you can take off the GiANT logo, add your logo, and then you would have the ability to add your own content on top of ours. We can discuss that in a different video. So let's go ahead and take that off because today you're only going to have Ascend, which is free, and Invincible, the Teams portion. And so that takes you down to just $179 a month for up to 10 individuals. So if you're ready to purchase that, go ahead with this blue bar and continue. This is where you're going to be able to put in your information on your credit card and go ahead and complete your purchase. So I'm not going to complete that right now, I'm just showing you the example. If you decide over here that you want more people, then you would just go back to the screen that allows you to add or show the drop down of the different amounts of people and add the amount that you would like there. All right, once you've been given that, then you're ready to begin. So now you should have Ascend and Invincible in your drop-down menu. Let's go to Invincible. It's going to show you this top bar here, some options. You're going to start your free trial. Many people take advantage of our 14-day or 30-day trials. So that is finished. You would then go and take your assessment. Now this assessment is for you. Each person on the platform will want to take an assessment on their voice, and you'll learn more about this as you go along. But this is all about your personality, and it's very foundational to what you teach, to what we teach, and much of the content here on the platform. So make sure that you click this button and take the assessment. Once you do, that assessment will allow your screen to populate according to your personality. So this particular person has taken the assessment, and they are what we call a guardian. They are a champion of due diligence, resources, and efficient systems and processes. Now, after you take your assessment, it may populate a different voice because we have 16 different personality types that you would assess to. If you want to know all of your five voices in order, then click on this voice order button and you'll see this person is a guardian, nurturer, pioneer, creative, connector. You can read more about what that means. You can watch a video about that, but this is all about you and your personality. Over here to the right, you'll see that you get your own personalized series on your particular voice. So you'll want to play that video and watch. It's very insightful as to who you are. And at any point, if you think, you know what, I was rushing it, I didn't take that assessment well, I should retake that and make sure that it really is my correct voice order, go ahead and press retake assessment and you can do it again. Or if you've taken it several times and you're wavering between, say, two voices, and you really think that, for instance, you're not a guardian nurturer, you might be a guardian pioneer, you can always click here and actually manually put in what voice you think you are. All right, other than that, if we go back up here to the upper corner, at this point, you can start adding your teams and adding your people. So if you'll notice down here, here's some training that each one of you gets if you're on Invincible. This is Sherpa training and Digital Age Team Leader training. The way you get to those is you just come over here to start, where you can press on each of these boxes and get to your training. Okay, people. So every person in your organization that you want to get on the platform are your people. 4 of them will show up here on your dashboard. You can always pin anyone to this dashboard, up to 4 people, by just pinning, because you would want to keep the people you're with the most up front and central so that you can be just kind of seeing what their personalities are and be able to manage from here. Otherwise, for you, there may be a blue button here that says Add People. You can either add your people that way, or if we click into View All once it's been populated, you'll see up here at the upper side, Add People. So at any point, you can start adding anyone from your organization to the platform. Now, keep in mind or for this example, this person has only added credit card information for up to 10 people. So you'll be able to add as many as you said you would add. At any point, you can go in and change that and add more people if you'd like. So the way you add someone is, if you're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 people at a time, you can literally just put in their email, their name, and then come down here and press continue. If you have a lot of people you want to add at once, you can bulk add groups of people by downloading our template, putting in their name, first name, last name, email, and a temporary password that you want to give them. And you can download that template, save it as a CSV file, then upload it and press continue. And that should allow you to upload many people at once. So if you'll notice from this example, this company has added their people. So let's go look at those people. See, they've got all of them set up here, down under where it says people. And now you can start, as the administrator, you can add them into teams. Press teams. Now this particular organization has not added their teams yet, but whenever they're ready, they would just click on teams, come back up here, and add a team. Now, as you know, organizations have many, many teams. So there's an unlimited amount of teams that you can add to your organization. And keep in mind that people will be on more than one team. So for instance, Sandy may be on 4 teams within your organization. That's okay. Just make sure that you add a name for each team. For instance, you could call this one the finance team. And then you will want to start adding members. So let's say we wanted to add this person. You'll see their name or email start to populate here, and you can start adding all the team members, then go down to the bottom and press continue. Again, you can add as many teams as you'd like. When you start adding teams, you'll notice them appear here under teams. You'll be able to see what the team name is, how many people are on that team, and then once you click on that team, you'll be able to see, as people take assessments for that team, what their scoring is. You'll see here that we score on 5 different components: communication, relationships, alignment, execution, and capacity. So as people on that team start taking the assessment, these numbers will start populating. Now, I do know that people can take the invincibility assessment here, right under the name of the team. So take invincibility assessment. If I click on that, this is going to show me for this example that there's no one in the team, so they can't take the assessment. So once you start adding people to the team, this clickable link here will allow them to start taking it. And keep in mind that when they do, the very top question is going to say, which team are you taking this assessment for? So there'll be a drop-down menu where that person can pick of the teams that they're on, which one in particular they're taking that assessment for. So keep in mind, if a person is on 3 teams, they will take the team invincibility assessment 3 different times, 1 time for each team that they're on. So at any point, remember, you can add teams and you can add people. Now let's go down to Toolkit. Once you have your people set and they're on their teams, they'll be allowed to go in and watch and visit toolkits. The toolkit are individual tools that we use here at GiANT to teach different aspects of self-awareness or team dynamics. They are so helpful. So let's say that a team assessed and it looks like actually their lowest score was in alignment. If you come over here to All Tools, the drop-down menu, you can go to Alignment and it will filter all of our tools according to which ones are best to be learned about alignment. So let's say you come in and decide you want to go to the Peace Index tool. Just click on this box and you'll be shown the visual tool of the Peace Index. If you don't know the Peace Index well yet, that's okay. You can come down here and you can watch a video about it.
At GiANT, we have a benchmark called,
or you can read more about that particular tool. These are very helpful and you will start to learn them quickly. Now, go down to Process. We try and give you the easiest way to get engaged in the platform and to really let it start changing our culture and transforming your teams. So we give you weekly, monthly, and annual things that you can do to continue to hone your skills. So weekly, you're given this training, the Sherpa training, which is a 51 session training where you will learn self-awareness, how to become the most healthy leader you can be, but at the same time, you're learning leadership skills within the Sherpa training. And you can learn digital age team leader training, especially now in our culture, learning to lead a team and be a healthy team member, even when you're remote, is a very special skill that you have to acquire. And so this 12-session training will help you in that way. Once you press start, you'll be able to start those trainings. So that was weekly. Monthly is leader coaching. So you can start sessions here. If you are already working with a GiANT expert, you will want to contact them about how they want to coach you on a monthly basis. Then we have team exercises. Your GiANT expert can help you with these, or you as the team leader can use these whenever you want to add a lesson that helps strengthen a certain part of that assessment that they took. Now the team exercises go like this. If you'll notice, the title of the team exercise is here, like this support challenge matrix, and above it, it will tell you what aspect of that assessment you're working on when you go through this exercise. So as you see here, there's communication for this one, relationships here, alignment. If we click into View All, you'll see all of the team exercises available for each aspect. So let's say you are having, again, an alignment issue. Go to Alignment and click one of these team exercises. Let's go ahead and click Organizational Clarity. This will pull up a team exercise that you, as the team leader, can facilitate. They're very self-explanatory. So you might review it a few moments before you go into the meeting with your team. It will give you questions to answer. You can learn from the tool here. You can do an exercise. There are discussion questions you can do with your team and a worksheet. These should take you anywhere from 15 minutes, 30 minutes, up to an hour, depending on how much discussion your team ends up going through. But these exercises are so robust, but yet simple enough so that everyone on your team can grasp them. So use them on a monthly basis if you can. Some teams even use them weekly, depending on your time constraints. So that's our process with team exercises. All right, so back to the process again, weekly, monthly. Again, if your team ever needs to take that team invincibility and they're on this screen, they can take it here Team Invincibility, take the Invincibility Assessment. And then there are some things that we encourage you to do annually, which is a summit. You can read more about that here, an annual event to assess where you are and what your next year will look like. And then there's some other one-time events like a 5 Voices boot camp. Feel free to sign up for that. The expert on your account, the GiANT expert, will help lead you through a really helpful boot camp in regards to your team members' voices and a team quick kickstart. So that should lead you through Invincible. Really quickly, I want to go back to Ascend and give you a quick tour of the free version. Again, this is for anyone in the world that wants to sign up for a free account. Even if you have family members or friends outside of your organization, you can always encourage them to sign up for a free Ascend account, because on this Ascend account, you will get access to all of our live streams, and those show up right here in the upper portion of the screen. Each time a live stream is going to come, it will be announced here. As soon as this one is over, a new one will appear, and it will let you know what time that is. Whenever you're ready to join us for that live stream, you can either add it to your calendar here, or you'll see a live button here when it begins to go live, and you can watch and be part of those. We love for you to join us at any time, where you can chat with us and ask questions, and you can comment. The next line is all about you. It's your voice. So when you took that 5 Voices assessment, it populated this line here, and you can learn about who you are, your tendencies, your strengths, some of the things that you could work on according to your personality. You'll want to click on each of these and learn more about yourself. There's an intro video, and then if you click View All, you will see a specialized series just for you and your voice. There are 16 episodes where you'll learn about unlocking your true potential, how you may undermine your influence without knowing it, how you can deal with conflict, and things like that. So this is very important for you to become self-aware, to learn more about how you tick and how you function. Underneath that, you will see our popular series. These are video series that you can watch at any point. They're about different things like leadership skills and how to be present and productive when there's never enough time, in the 5 Gears Masterclass. Once you click View All, you'll see all of our series that you can dig into at any time. At the very bottom of this screen, you'll see all of the 16 different personality types. So let's say you've discovered you're a guardian nurturer, but you think your husband might be a nurture connector guardian. You can click on that different series and learn more about him. Or let's say you work next to somebody that you think might be a connector creative nurturer. You can learn more about their personality on their particular voice channel. Still with Ascend, back to that screen, we've seen live streams, we have seen the series, we've seen now underneath series are pathways. Pathways are guided tours in particular subject matters. So for instance, underneath the popular series, you'll see pathways. Pathways are guided tours in regards to different topics. So for instance, this one is Start Your Personal Leadership Journey, or the Everyone Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Pathway. If you click View All, you'll see all of our pathways. They're very applicable to things that you may be dealing with in your own life, like how to deal with your kids being at home during the pandemic, or this one's a transitions journey. Maybe you've lost your job and you're transitioning, or you're moving to a new town. But let's click on one and I'll show you how these work. Here's the Everyone Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion pathway. When I click on this pathway, you'll see that it's a guided tour through this particular subject matter. It's going to have you watch a welcome video. There are some links to review. Then you can watch a different video, and it's going to guide you through this particular topic. They're very thorough and very good. So I encourage you to look through those and see what you can find, what interests you, and take a pathway tour at any time. And then back to Ascend page. Again, this is the free version that we're taking a look at. Underneath those live streams, your voice, the popular series, and the pathways are our resources. These are things like ebooks, And we use a lot of the tools here, the tools that I mentioned before. You can click View All and be able to get a PDF version of our toolkit. Then finally, you'll see past live streams. So every time we record a live stream, it saves and archives down here. So at any point, you can choose any of those that you want to learn about, view all, and be able to watch any of those at any time. So I encourage you to go through those and watch what interests you. All right, well, that concludes our tour and the admin onboarding information that you need. Please know that at any time you can reach out to me, tracy.rader@giantworldwide.com. That's TRACY.RADER at giantworldwide.com. And be sure to use my email and ask any questions that you may have. Also, this upper right-hand settings menu allows you to manage your account, and also reach out to customer support at any time. So if you need to leave us a message, if you have a question, you can use this function as well. So thanks so much and welcome to GiANT.